Here we go. Back again. New Year's Eve. Dom, how are we feeling heading into 2026 here?
I feel just fine.
I was going to say old is probably how I'm feeling right now.
I don't
Doesn't really feel like a
about,
real year. Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
next year I'm gonna feel super super old because this is your official age 30 year,
Okay.
whereas next year is my age 30 year. So
Unnecessary. We're not there yet.
no, not that
We
yet.
don't need to talk about 30-30 just yet.
Well, in a day you kind of start having to think about that.
Don't have to do that for another 10 months.
No, hey, however, whatever floats your
9
boat.
months. Whatever it is. I don't know. I don't like
October,
it.
it's 10 months.
Thank
You're
you
good.
for that.
You're
I just
welcome.
want to say thank you for bringing that up.
Hey,
It
some
was
of
really
us are
nice of you
young,
to do.
some of us are old.
Young
Just
and
kind of
spry.
flows.
All right.
I
Well,
wouldn't call myself spry. My knees crack every time I get out of bed.
well, when we get to the pick segment tomorrow, my elder wisdom has been coming in clutch for me this year. So, yeah.
It's fine. I
How about
beat you
that one?
last year. I beat you last year. It's fine.
All right. Let's get into this. Week 17.
It was nothing. Well, everything made sense and nothing made sense at the same time.
That's entirely fair. Um, let's start with the big one. Not really that it had much to do with in terms of playoff seeding or anything like that, but I just want to jump on this one. Bills Eagles. What the hell was that?
It was a weird game.
I finally buy into Josh Allen for a week, and he does that to me.
I mean, 260 yards through the air. But like your offense is stalled out constantly.
Yep. And there were 3 major plays in that game, all massive, massive mistakes by Josh Allen. The fumble, which is just classic Josh Allen, fumbles the ball, gets away, rather than turning and trying to get on the loose ball, is immediately barking at the refs,
Mm-hmm.
whining, complaining, arguing, and his lineman is running 30 yards downfield trying to get the loose ball, getting beat out by faster Eagles defensive players. The sack that he took that took them out of field goal range would have been enough in that game. Starts running around. Running back takes a 28-yard sack, I think is what it ended up being.
Mm-hmm.
Moves them out of field goal range. And then the 2-point conversion at the end of that game. That's not a difficult throw. It was there. Shakir was wide open in the back of the end zone, and he misses him by 8.5 feet.
Yeah. It just wasn't their day.
I
And
mean,
that's just
are we going to bring back the tuck rule? Are we going to bring back the tuck rule for Josh Allen so he can get rid of that fumble and erase that from his record?
Well, here's the other thing. They scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and still lost this game.
Yeah.
Why?
The Eagles had -5 passing yards in the second half. They had 17 total yards in the second half.
That's just nothing makes sense.
It
is a classic Eagles win the game on the
right.
dumbest bullshit kind of thing.
Yeah, they have 3 games where they haven't completed a pass in an entire half of the game.
Yeah.
And they've won all 3 of those games.
Which
Meanwhile, the Packers have 3
of.
games that they haven't punted in, and they've lost all 3 of those games. Which is also insane. But
tape, man.
Even still, I'm just saying, in the essence of being fair when it comes to quarterback play, completely inexcusable from Josh Allen to lose that football game.
No, they had no reason to be losing that game. They had no reason to lose it. It's just a lot of bad breaks and a lot of mistakes made on their end.
Yeah.
And it's just that simple.
And the defense held up for you. James Cook had a solid game. Like,
Everything on paper, you should win that game.
everything was there for him to win that football game. You're at home, bad weather. You're supposed to be the guy that plays well in bad weather, everything like that.
And I mean,
you don't get it done.
And yeah, again, on paper, he played well, minus taking dumb sacks and the fumble. But at the end of the day, you need to be better. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
I just, that's my frustration of, have them wearing purple and black and see what the discussion is on Monday talk shows.
yeah. I mean, hey man, we might find out.
It's fair.
We could get
that's
that.
entirely fair. Yeah, we could. And we're gonna, and it's gonna be the same bullshit all over again. Whatever.
Here's a quick side note for the next tangent you get into, because I know where you're going next. Do you think Philly has a decision to make this offseason?
In reality, probably. Do they think that they have a decision to make? No.
No. Okay.
It's going to be trade AJ Brown, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I think that makes your team significantly worse.
I mean, at this point, I'm not 100% sure because you're not using him. Like, they used him in the first half. The offense looked good. Second half, you have negative net passing yards, and he doesn't have a catch in the second half. Like, you're not looking his way.
Yeah, I think what it's going to boil down to is he's going to get traded. They're going to fire the OC and see if that changes anything. I mean, sure, it will, but it's not going to change a quarterback that's afraid to throw it over the middle of the field. It's not going to change the quarterback that's afraid to throw the ball beyond 20 yards. It doesn't change that. Now, maybe that is scheme-wise. We don't know. But you've kind of
what I really see happening?
His career.
Just based on the last couple years of the Eagles, they're going to fire Petula. They're going to trade A.J. Brown. They'll probably make a deal for a pass rusher. And if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Max Crosby. They'll find a way to make that work because the Raiders aren't going to want to move him even in conference. I think the Bears and the Eagles are the most likely landing spots. It'll probably be the Eagles. And then Mike McDaniel gets fired in Miami, and then they bring him on to be the OC.
I don't think Miami's firing Mike McDaniel. I really don't. I think they've boiled. I think they were able to figure it out. I think
McDaniel's made it a lot harder.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to move off of Tua, you're probably going to end up moving off of the coach. They hired a new GM, did they not, this past year?
And
he'll probably, if he's going to...
After they fired their GM, everything got better. They looked a lot better. They've won 6 games. They've gone like 6-3, which is a significant switch up. If they win on Sunday, they finish 8-9 on the year, which at one point that looked like a fairy tale. So
yeah, I mean, before the season, I would have told you 95% chance that Mike McDaniel gets fired. 65-70% chance, I feel like, at this point. Like, I still think he's going to be one of them that doesn't survive.
I think it's going the other way. I think because he's such a good offensive mind, and if you want to bring in a young quarterback or whatever, you're going to need somebody to carry that weight. Yes, he might not be the best head coach. Sure, not every OC makes a great head coach. We've talked about this countless times. But he at least has the respect of the majority of the locker room at this point. Hard to bring in somebody new and hope for the best again.
Yeah, I just go to the egos of front office people. That's new GMs. They want their quarterback, their coach. Or their coach, and then the GM and the coach wants their quarterback.
Yeah, it is.
It happens time and time again.
No, it is a weird thing to fire GM midway through the year, bring in a new GM during
and keep the coach on.
Well, it's not necessarily keep the coach on. It's just weird to hire a new GM mid-season, period. So maybe they've built a good relationship. It seems to be the case. It's kind of worked out for them in their favor. they traded a pass rusher. They got other picks back, and they could be posed to make more moves in the offseason that'll further provide some context as to where they're going as an organization next year. However, we'll know next week for sure what's going on with their head coach. I'm in the boat of I would keep him at least for another year because he did salvage the season to some extent. Obviously, you weren't going to make the playoffs. The AFC was a freaking bomb threat at the front.
I mean,
terrifying, especially the AFC East.
That's true. I just don't know. Again, this is like the big swings part of the league, where you see what Ben Johnson did in year one.
Yeah.
In Chicago, you see what Vrabel did year one in New England. So, I feel like it's hard to justify going, go to year what, five with Mike McDaniel, and you've been to the playoffs once,
twice.
Been to the playoffs
twice,
once, right? Was it twice?
Twice.
I forgot.
Both times.
They lost to Buffalo with Skylar Thompson.
That's
even though that game was close, but that was And then they lost to KC last year.
And it was close. No, yeah,
I thought it was last year, but it was. Was it? I thought it was last year.
It was 2 years ago. They missed the playoffs by a game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and it was it was the really cold game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 8 degrees.
They lost like 20-13. It was close, but it wasn't like close.
Yeah, but it was one of those games that like, okay, it was a 1-score game, but like it wasn't actually.
No, it wasn't
kind of things
close at all. But yeah.
I mean, well, speaking of coaching, we actually didn't do any of that either. Forgot we wanted to predict coaches getting fired.
I mean, we can go down the list real quick.
Because we've had, what, two so far?
We had Dable in week 7, week 6.
I thought that was closer to like week 10. I thought it was after the...
Was it? I know it was... He
after
was
the deadline for someone.
Fired.
And it was, what's his name? Callahan. Jesus Christ. That's what his name was.
Titans. Yeah.
What, 4 games into the year? That was a train wreck, though. And on average, we get, what, 7 a year?
So, yeah, 6. I'd say anywhere from 5 to 7. So probably
I think the number is like, I think it is 7. So in other words, we got 5 to work with there. I think there's a couple that you and I would be very much in agreement on. Arizona, Jonathan Gannon is not making it.
No. I have a couple shockers as well.
Pete Carroll
is not making a shocker.
Yeah, those two are definitely not surviving.
No, they shouldn't. Unfortunately,
and then there's 3 others.
All right, let me hear your big shocker because I have 2.
I think.
Oh, and then there's the playoff team shockers that will get decided this week.
I was gonna say there's the loser of Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I feel like has to happen.
However, Tomlin won't get
whether
fired.
It's fired. Neither one of them are getting fired. It's going to be a parting of ways. Yeah, they've been there too long that it's not going to be that they were fired.
The respect thing.
It'll be a mutual agreement to part ways kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike McDaniel is going to get let go.
I don't.
And then I definitely think Raheem Morris is on the chopping block.
He is.
Despite how they've ended the year.
But I think he's less on the chopping block than another coach in that division.
Oh, you're going Todd Bowles?
I think Todd Bowles is done. Especially if they lose on Sunday. I think he's done. You had a clear path.
They feel weird. Again, I think you can talk around it because of Baker's injury.
Injuries and whatnot, sure. But
and cluster injuries on the offensive side, too.
It's still like decisions within the game that he makes. It's himself.
I don't think they do it unless Tomlin or Harbaugh officially becomes available.
And I think
They don't feel like a team that's going to go and get like a young guy. You know what I mean?
No, but we both feel like that's going to happen. I feel like Todd Bowles' time in Tampa Bay is out. The other coach that I think is done is Stefanski in Cleveland.
That's what I was going to say too.
Well,
he could be another one that could be the OC for the Eagles next year too, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. I just think he needs a fresh start there. It's not what he wants. He doesn't want to be a 3-time coach of the year. He wants to be a
Super Bowl
guy
winner.
that has he wants to have a ring on that finger. Get him a ring. So
and I do think he's a good coach. I think he's just stuck in Cleveland.
Yeah. Which is tough. I agree. I think Stefanski has some fire under him. And I think he could be a guy that's like Vrabel. Just needs to go to a different place. And when he gets there, it's going to be successful.
I'd be happy to take him, honestly.
Yeah. The other coach that I think will be let go is Zach Taylor. I've never been a fan of Zach Taylor. I don't think he's that good of a coach. He landed in a right scheme and a right system with Joe Burrow, drafted poorly. I just think it's time for him and Cincinnati to part ways.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one. I just feel like he's a weird one too because Jake Browning can come in and look good for long stretches. Joe Flacco again comes in and just makes everything work too and puts up 360 yards in games.
I don't necessarily think that is him though. I don't think that's Zach Taylor doing that. I think
that's fair. That's kind of where I'm at with the two. I'm like, I don't know how much is him and how much is just that offensive roster.
It's just like the system that you built, and that wasn't the case either this year. Zach Browning came in, he looked atrocious. Joe Flacco looked good on occasions. Yeah, Jake Browning. I don't know what I said.
Not the Zach Brown band.
No, my bad. I'm mixing up people. But Jake Browning came in, he looked atrocious. Joe Flacco looked good in spurts, but not consistent enough. And then
that's fair.
Joe Burrow, he's even had games this year where he's just looked not Joe Burrow. So it's like, I think you need a new face because you went on.
You can't keep missing the playoffs with Joe Flacco on your team. Or Joe Flacco. Joe Burrow. See, now I'm doing it too. You fucked me up.
My bad. You went on Sunday, you finished 7-10. You did one game worse. Sure, you can blame it on, well, Joe Burrow was injured for how long. But again, you set up a team, especially on your offense, where you could just input a quarterback. That team should be able to do well.
Yeah.
It's not what happened. And you guys started the year still like 3-1, 2-1.
We started a little bit hotter than normal, but then that's when Burrow got hurt anyway.
Yeah, they started 2-1. Burrow got hurt.
The other one that I am kind of on, and I would be monitoring and waiting for it to happen, is Sean McDermott.
We'll see. I don't know if I'm
Josh Allen
as much.
They have not won a road playoff game together.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're going to be on the road the entire time. And if they don't get the 5 seed, they could be going to Jacksonville, to New England, or to Denver. And I think those are all very, very losable games.
Or they could be going to Houston. Because that's still possible.
Or, I guess, Houston technically is still alive for the division, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of those options.
Because Jacksonville.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're the 7th seed right now. And if we were, go back 5 years, they could potentially miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they would not be in the playoffs right now if this was 5 years ago.
Well, they'd be still battling to get in. So,
yeah,
crazy.
So, like, I think if you go one and done in the playoffs this year, specifically with no Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
Potentially no Lamar.
Yeah. I mean,
Young everywhere
conversations.
else in the AFC. Like, I
Yeah.
think you kind of have to anyway.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because it's very similar to what's going on with the Ravens and Harbaugh. It's just stale. It's not working. You just need to try to take a big swing and see if it changes anything.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
looking at the landscape here, I mean, we could see upwards of 10 coaches. 10 coaching
I know.
availabilities this year would be
Yeah.
actually
And
insanity.
some could be insane jobs. Like the fact that we're talking about potentially the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bills all having
The,
available
the,
positions, and the Bucks, honestly.
yeah. The
Like those are
Steelers,
four insanely
yeah.
good jobs.
The Steelers head coaching job is one of the most sought after things you can ever find because it's only been available 3 times.
I was just
That's
going to
it.
say, on top of everything else, it's one of the biggest brands in football. It's like there's so many perks to it. It's like getting the job at Notre Dame or
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State. Like
It's
on
it's
top of all
stability.
that, you have the job security. You know you're not getting run out in 2 years.
Yeah, because you know your organization's actually willing to work and build around you, as opposed to
Exactly.
these other organizations like the Jets, the Browns, who cut loose, repeat, go again and
Exactly.
again and again. So
Which is why it's so hard for them to find good candidates. Because again, that's the reason that Ben Johnson didn't take a job a year earlier, and then Chicago becomes available. Add in a
mhm.
special talent at quarterback. Like, again, Bills, Ravens don't necessarily throw the Bucks into that, but that's a ready-made roster right
Sure.
now, at least.
Sure. Yeah, I mean you got some work on that defense, but otherwise it's not terrible.
Right, but like, it's not taking the Raiders' job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, again, I props to Marcus Freeman for saying he's going back to Notre Dame next year. If any of those jobs become available and he gets a phone call, he's answering that.
He's at least gonna listen. Bare minimum.
He's
gonna
definitely
listen to that job.
listening. He's probably going to at least interview for 2 of those jobs if they come
100%.
calling for him.
100%.
Yeah, it's just such a weird landscape right now.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy times, crazy times. All right, getting back into it. Time to shit
Yes.
on more quarterbacks. Steelers Browns. Aaron Rodgers. What the hell was that?
That was again. This.
Do you want to start on that one? Because I'm also upset about it because I was ready to be done caring. I had accepted everything.
It was some of the worst play calling they've had all season long. I mean, I get it, but you didn't change anything. You played the exact same way you played against them in whatever they played them, week 10.
Week 6, I think, is what it was.
Week week 6, yeah, right after the bye. You're playing them in the exact same way. You can see it in the offensive line coordination. You saw it everywhere. You chipped Garrett, whatever. Played it exactly the same. So for everybody saying they completely switched up how they were playing Garrett against Garrett, that's bullshit. But what isn't bullshit?
The only thing that was different with that, just for the sake of it, was that Rodgers was getting the ball out. I think it was like a half a second quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was letting it rip a lot faster.
Yeah. Here is the biggest difference in that game. They didn't have DK. And then you lose Darnell halfway through the game to a broken arm. So now you're down your 2 biggest targets because they're behemoths. You don't have a safety valve. You don't have any of that. Your game plan's kind of out the window at this point. So you're just trying to make something out of nothing and making huge mistakes consistently.
I was going to say that last drive, he finally kind of got into a rhythm there. He was going to started targeting Freiermuth.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, that's kind of
And that's when they started moving down the field and getting
Yeah.
there. And then, put themselves into really good position there.
And then they got scared.
But then you go to MVS, 3 straight plays.
He can't catch the ball. He showed you
Which,
that consistently in
first
the
of all,
last 2
that,
weeks.
and he's also matching up against Denzel Ward. Why are you picking on Denzel Ward?
It's a bad
It's the
spot.
last person on that in that secondary that you should be going after.
Yeah, you got to be running
I don't-
slants.
Again,
I don't know.
like Freiermuth is honestly your best option,
At that point, yeah.
or you get, I don't know, not even marginally creative with Gainwell in the passing game.
Which they have been. Yeah. I mean, that's really what it's been.
It made no sense that you just want to go to MVS 3 straight times.
I mean, MVS was targeted.
And you have a chance to put the. Makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing where I go, maybe he was trying to avoid having that happen and avoid all of the Brett, even more Brett Favre comps because, I was going to say the Brett Favre comps because that's who Strahan got to break the record. And he didn't want that to fall on him too because, again, he thinks about everything. But, it just... Again, I'm also upset about it at this point.
Yeah. I'm kind of over it. We'll get to the game this week coming up, and we'll have our talks. It's not even like there's not even bad blood in the way there usually is. It's we're both over this season, and we just don't win it anymore.
Come 8:30 Sunday night, I'm gonna be talking shit. We just know how this ends. We're gonna hate it. We both want the other one to win because we just want it to be over at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But once the game starts,
I obviously want to see my team
gonna be normal again.
Play again just to get demolished in the playoffs. But that's beside the point.
Want to go through it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then just 2 other games that I wanted to touch on quickly here. Just a very quick rant. Ravens taking 17 weeks to figure out, hey, maybe we should just keep Derrick Henry on the field.
Good work.
Fireable offense. Obviously it worked. Weirdly enough, Shannon Sharp again said it really well. I saw him and Ocho were talking about it after the game. That makes Harbaugh look worse.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the Patriots game that much worse. That when Lamar isn't playing, you call the game completely differently and you go, we'll just keep feeding Derrick Henry and to hell with the rotations.
Yeah. You don't need to have fresh legs.
Why?
This is the end of the year.
Football games.
Mm-hmm.
Win football games.
Precisely.
That's what your job is, not dance around shit. And it is incredibly frustrating to me that they have 2 completely different game plans when Lamar's on the field versus Huntley. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, obviously there's things that Lamar can do that Snoop Huntley can't. But having it be that drastic of a difference is insane to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely insane to me. Also, John Harbaugh was holding a play sheet. Nobody has seen Harbaugh hold a play sheet maybe ever. He knows that seat is hot.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then last one, I do want to give Brock Purdy his flowers.
He's been looking really, really good.
He looked phenomenal on Sunday night. To be fair, both offenses looked incredible.
Both quarterbacks over 300 yards. So
they both played extremely well. Caleb left a couple plays out there, but again, still young. I think we're still in that part of Caleb, especially when the biggest criticism of Caleb is he's not great with the layups. There's another guy that I always said wasn't great with the layups when he first came into the league, and I love that man with all of my life. So I'm not going to kill him for that. That's clearly teachable and coachable.
Yeah.
He'll figure that stuff out. But the 2 of them, were insanely good. And man, we've been fading the Niners all year,
I mean, Purdy the last
and they might
3 weeks
stumble into
since
being a 1 seed.
Purdy since the bye has thrown for almost 900 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 2 picks in the last 3 weeks
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
That is an insane
Threw a
stat
pick
line.
6 on the first play of the game, and then still proceeded to hang up 42.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you gonna do, man?
I'll give him the credit there. Still not totally buying him. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I'll give him credit. All right, now let's get into these playoff scenarios here. You want to do playoff scenarios, or you want to save that for tomorrow?
We'll save that for tomorrow when we're
Save that
talking
for
about
tomorrow?
week 18, kind of like really getting into it.
Sounds good. All right. Quick MVP race.
Yeah. We'll talk quick MVP race here. It's at this point, it's 2-man race. We all know who it is.
It's felt like a 2-man race for a little while,
For the
but
last but now it's like really a 2-man race. People are gonna want to push Herbert, but I don't think the case is as strong for Herbert as it is for Stafford and May.
I was going to
So-
say the counting stats I don't think are there for Herbert,
No,
unfortunately.
I do like Herbert a lot. I hope he wins one day. It's just not going to be this year.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I think,
Yeah.
are on the same side. We both think it should be Stafford.
I 1,000,000% think it should be Stafford. I mean, he leads
My
the league
only-
in yards. He leads the league in touchdowns. Without him,
He's second
this
in
team
yards,
is up-
actually.
Oh, who's first at this point?
Dak's got him.
Oh, well, Dak is Dak. That's all they do down there.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I didn't.
but
know
he is
Dak
leading in
was
touchdowns.
hanging. Oh, Dak has him by 40
passer rate.
yards.
Yeah. And then even passer rating is like
It's a 4-point
kind of a wash. Yeah, it's close.
What is
Wow,
Drake?
Drake May is taking way more sacks than Stafford.
He's young. You just
Damn.
kind of do that. That's the unfortunate part of Drake May. So
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that much of a difference. Drake May's
Mhm.
completion percentage, that was absolutely insane right now.
Mhm.
Damn. But I don't know. My frustration is that it felt like Stafford was kind of in the driver's seat for 80% of the year, and then stumbles a little bit come December, and
they're
Drake
like,
May beats up on the
bad teams.
Jets last week, and all of a sudden Drake May is like the runaway favorite,
I
and
mean,
it makes no sense to me.
They have the same amount of interceptions. Stafford has 12 more touchdowns, 250-ish more passing yards. Like you said, their pass rating is about the same. And Stafford takes less stacks. He makes better decisions. He still is throwing a 65% completion rating, and people are going to argue, well, Stafford has a better offense, and he is Sean McVay. Sure. However, he's still proven that he is that guy.
And they're going to win, what, 13 games? 12, 13 games?
12 games after Sunday, as long as they win.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, I guess the Patriots have a chance to go 14-3.
sure, but that also boils down to you play the Jets twice a year and Miami twice a year,
Right.
whereas the Rams are playing.
And I'm not gonna crush the Patriots for their, the
easy
easiest schedule of all time. I mean, you took advantage of it.
Yeah. However,
There are
you also
teams
have
that get
to give,
easy schedules and don't.
Yeah, like the Bucks. You also have to give Stafford his flowers for what he's done. And I'm not trying to take anything away from May. May's young. He's proven that he's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. However, Stafford has proven that everything that he has done for this league is paying off. Don't blame Kelly for it. Don't. I get it. Nobody likes Kelly. But what Stafford has done this year has been something that I didn't expect him to. Nobody did going into the season. Because if you would have told me Drake May would have had his stat line going into the year, I'd be like, okay, I could see that. But if you would have told
breakout
me,
year makes sense.
If you would have told me that about Stafford, I would have been like, I don't think so. And I like
Yeah.
Stafford. I just
Especially,
wouldn't have
we were
expected that.
spending all of August wondering if he was going to be playing.
Yeah, exactly. So give me the team, give me the guy that proved me wrong, proved everyone wrong, and truly took his team to the next level. Everybody still feels that the Rams are the best team in the NFL. They just lost a couple bad games. The scariest team, just as the Texans are the scariest team in the AFC, they're just not the 1 seed. You don't have to be the 1 seed to be the scariest team. It's like I'd rather face the Patriots than I would the Rams. That's just it, though. I don't know. We're on the same page with that one. How it's gonna
Yeah,
boil down
I just
to,
wanted to
we'll
get that
see.
out.
Yeah, we'll see this week. I'll consistently give Stafford his flowers and push that narrative.
100%.
I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know.
Because if he doesn't get this MVP, it comes down like that could cost him a gold jacket.
I don't think so. Especially if the Rams win the Super Bowl this year, he's fine. He's fine. If Ben's gonna make the Super Bowl with
if
two
he's got two
Super Bowls,
yeah, if he's got two,
yeah,
then yes. But I'm saying if they don't win the Super Bowl, he finishes with one, is buried in Detroit for all those years, and it's just counting stats. Like for the most part,
like,
Matt Ryan was counting stats and has the MVP.
It's kind of
doesn't
like
have the Super Bowl, but it has the MVP.
Yeah. It's kind of like Marino, but Marino has 4 MVPs. So
but Marino was also had like every quarterback record up until the mid 2000s.
Brady, yeah, up until Brady and Peyton first.
Brady and Manning and Favre and everything like that.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a tough conversation, but I mean, he more than deserves that.
Because I want to look at that actually, just see where he is currently sitting.
I think he's like 13th all time in yards.
I'm pulling that up right now to see where he lands. There we go. Need approximate value.
He's 6th.
He is 6th all time.
I'm sorry.
6th in yards, 8th in touchdowns.
No,
but I do want to see where, like, who's around him.
I'm looking at it. Favre is, Rodgers is right in front of him in yards. Ben's right behind him.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, active guys.
And honestly, he's gonna pass Rodgers.
Yeah, he will at some point in time.
I mean,
but I'm just looking at people. The closest to him that has a chance is Goff.
Where's Goff
in terms of yards? He's 27. He's got 39,000 to Stafford's 64.
Goff needs to play. Goff needs to
not that much longer. I mean, if he goes 4K a year, that's what 25,000 yards. That's 6 years.
Yeah, but Stafford's probably playing at least another 2. At least.
Possibly. But all I'm saying is Goff is 31 and has played a brand of football that will allow him to last longer.
For sure. He's played a very Brady-esque style.
Yes, he's a statue back there. He's not running around. He's not taking a ton of hits. Stafford has lived a hard life. Not quite as hard of a life as Ben Roethlisberger or like Cam Newton by any means. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he's definitely beat himself up a bit. I mean,
I think Stafford has.
Mahomes and Prescott are both at 35,000. They are definitely catching him.
Dak's at 35.
Dak is actually exactly 20 yards behind Patrick Mahomes right now.
That's nuts.
Almost 36,000.
But it's not that.
35,919 is what Dak is at.
Dak did lose a whole season. He started a year, 2 years. He had 2-year jump on Mahomes.
A year. He had 1 year. Well, oh, yeah. because Mahomes didn't
But
start his
yeah.
rookie year.
But he did lose at least 1 year to
He's missed.
injury.
I was going to say he's missed a lot more
Probably
time.
almost lost 2 years to injury at this
But again,
point.
he's 30,000 behind. But again, he's wow, shit, he's 32. I always forget that he's actually older than Goff.
He's old. Yeah, he's old.
I always forget about that.
Mm-hmm. He's an
But
older
even still, I
prospect.
mean, there's a lot of guys on, like, you know, just kind of going down through this that are like, again, you look at it, you can go, holy shit, they're 40,000 yards behind. It's just like, yeah, but that's like
Mhm.
9 years.
Yeah, that's. But look at Russ. Russ is 6.
So what I'm saying is, like, in this
He's
day and
dumb.
age, like, Stafford could get washed out a little bit by the time
Potentially,
he's
but
due.
that those individuals really need to step it up and get there. It's just like one of those things at
That's
that
fair.
point.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, I think
All right,
I do
let's
think
do,
Stafford will get there.
Again, I think so. I just think you go from
A lock.
A Super Bowl.
Questions. Yeah.
and an MVP. Yes, I think you can start to make the argument because, again, like, Phillip Rivers is 2 spots behind Stafford. And he's like,
He's the ultimate question mark.
maybe? Yes.
I don't think so, but that's different. All right, let's get into college before we
That's
open
fair.
up a different can of worms.
College football. Don't have to, you know, get too overthinking any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
So
we
we-
can kind of run through this at face value here.
Yeah,
We missed the first round, but, you know,
Yeah.
again, 2 of the 4 games didn't really feel like games, so
Yeah, and
it
then
is what it is.
yeah, this is really the big start of the bracket. So we got a game
Yeah.
tonight, New Year's Eve,
Yep, we
OSU
can start there.
Miami. That's probably the most interesting, I'd say, out of these 4, depending on what Miami defense shows up tonight. However, with that being said, give me them Buckeyes.
Yeah, I don't think Carson Beck has a chance in this one.
Oh,
I think he
I
has
mean,
to play the game of his life.
the Ohio State defense is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my life. It's
Yes.
it's scary.
It's like they have 11 Myles Garrett on the field at all
they
times.
have 2 linebackers who are projected top 15 in the upcoming draft. Sonny Styles
Yeah.
and Arvell Reese. Those are the names to look out for because they will be in your living rooms every Sunday wreaking havoc. Just on you. That's just
They'll
on
be in
you.
your nightmares.
um,
It is such a good defense.
it is
Such
I
a good
mean,
defense.
and
Just across the board.
that's-
Yeah, they're number 1 in total defense. They're giving up 213 yards a game.
Yeah, I mean, then you have guys. You have Caleb Downs, best safety.
You want to
in
know how many
college.
points per game they're giving up?
7.
8. That's absolutely insane.
That's
It's a
nuts.
cartoon.
That's dumb. Anyways, moving on. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
slate.
Yeah,
Indiana Bama is probably like the second most interesting game of this group.
I was gonna say I feel like this and the Miami Ohio State game. Those are like the real fun ones.
Yeah, I mean, fun as in I think Indiana's gonna blow out Bama. I don't really think Bama's all that cut out. They barely made the playoffs.
I was heavy on Oklahoma. What was it 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
That game was played, and I
That
was
was a
wrong
close
there.
game.
So I do think
It was
Bama's gotten
close, though.
some mojo back.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah, I do think, but even still, just like you got to win. You got to win
Mhm.
in the playoff, everything like that. I think they have a little bit more juice, but I still like Indiana in that game too.
Yeah,
I'm with you
well,
on that.
Well, we're not even talking about offenses anymore, but if we're talking Ohio State's defense is like Freddy Krueger haunting your nightmares, Indiana's might be like
I was
Jason.
gonna say Indiana's
It-
again.
it's
They're second
terrifying.
in
They're second in total
points per game. They're
defense.
giving up 10.8. Yeah.
Dumb.
Total defense, they are. Yes, I can't count. Like 13th.
It's just yeah.
Bama's actually got a better total defense than Indiana does.
It doesn't matter because Indiana's offense
Yeah, I just-
is much better.
Yes, it looks more functional. for sure.
And they
So
just
yeah, I'm with you on that.
Frank Signetti, man, he's probably that Kurt. No, I said Frank. That's a different person. My bad. Kurt Signetti is probably the third best coach in college football right now, behind Ryan Day and Marcus
Yeah, I
Freeman.
mean, you got to give it to Ryan Day.
Yeah, behind those two, I'd say.
I mean, I think there's an argument that you can say he's better than Marcus Freeman right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just playoff appearances.
Well, Marcus Freeman beat him last year, so that's why.
This is true. You got the head-to-head. Yeah, I don't know, but regardless, we're splitting hairs. College football's weird to try to gauge coaches unless it's Nick Saban or Urban Meyer.
Yeah. With all that being said, give me them Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Georgia Ole Miss. Do we?
Well, this is where you go take a nap. This is the game. Take a nap. Ole Miss
yes
would be more interesting if they had a head coach, but they don't. And I don't know what to make of this team right now.
Ew, that's the night game too.
Yeah, it's because nobody wants to watch it.
Hey, but you think, why are they putting that in the primetime slot? That should be the noon game.
No, the noon game on New Year's Day is the one you want. That's the one where everybody's like, let's go.
That's fair.
By the end of the day, you're
That's true.
Tapped out. This isn't your standard college football. You got to remember
That's fair.
that.
This is true.
Yeah,
I always forget.
I think Georgia's going to win this game, just because there's less question marks on that end of the football.
Yeah, it's just a better roster.
It is. I mean, it's as it should be, but
yeah. So I'm with you there. Texas Tech, Oregon. I was gonna say. I mean, I don't really have much to say about the Georgia Ole Miss game. Ole Miss is an interim coach. They, played well for him 2 weeks ago.
We'll see if they do it again.
Cool, you had your fun, and now we're moving on. This one, I feel like we might be different on. I have a hunch.
Well, the fact that you're saying that makes me think we're not different on it, because I went Texas Tech.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
You went Texas Tech?
No, I'm on Texas Tech too. Yeah. I just think there's some injuries with Oregon that they've been dealing with that, you question, guys coming in a little bit cold after a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Texas Tech is a pretty good defense.
Again, with college kids, they can bounce back faster, but still.
I mean,
Texas Tech is a very good defense, actually.
Yeah, you do have the top three quarterbacks potentially in this upcoming draft playing today and tomorrow. Oh, no, all tomorrow. They all play tomorrow. Fernando Mendoza in Indiana, Ty Simpson for Bama, and...
well, Ty Simpson, didn't he already say he was staying?
He has not said anything yet.
For some reason, I thought I saw he was...
No.
Oh, I was thinking of Sellers. Sellers said he was coming back.
Sellers definitely should not leave. He has...
No, I knew there was
a lot of work.
Somebody... For some reason, I don't know. I thought I was hearing something that Simpson was probably going to end up staying.
I think he's going to get word that he should go out because next year's QB class might be stacked.
I mean, it's going to
fall.
Especially, there's 2 or 3 that anybody cares about this year.
Well, yeah, it's Mendoza, Simpson, and Dante Moore in Oregon. Dante Moore should 100% leave this year. He's not going to get... There's no guarantee that he'll be a top 5 pick next year. I would take your guaranteed top 5, and I would run as fast as you can. Yes, you might be a Cleveland Brown, but it'll be fun.
Maybe. It might not be for him, actually.
Or you're going to
He's just so raw.
you're either going to be a Cleveland Brown or you're going to be a New York Jet, and it's ugly either way. But hey, you got paid.
It's where QBs go to die.
Mm-hmm.
You got paid, that's true.
And Fernando Mendoza will be a Raider. Already written.
Yeah.
I could give you that check right now.
Feel bad for him, too, for being totally honest.
But yeah, Dante Moore is going to be playing against Texas Tech tomorrow afternoon. What is that, like the 3:30 game? I think...
4 o'clock, I think. I think they did 12, 4, and 8.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I like Texas
Well, they're
Tech.
all on ESPN, so they need the
Uh,
little bit of breaks
that makes sense. I
between
think,
them to get them all on there.
yeah, I think their defense is going to show up pretty well. Dante
So-
Moore's going to have to be a superstar to win.
Yeah,
I can
for
see
sure.
it happening, but
So that it's possible, not probable. I wouldn't bet money on that. So we have the same Final Four,
OSU,
which would
Georgia,
be all the
Indiana,
top 4
Texas
seeds
Tech.
still.
Oh, see, I didn't even look at seeding.
Yeah.
I just was pure vibes. It was a
Well,
top 4 last year too.
The
There
vibes
was
were
an-
chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
I mean it took how long for shit to get weird in the college basketball?
the no.
You know.
UConn.
So with that being said, who do you have playing for the national title?
Call me chalk because I've Indiana OSU.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
Rematch of the Big
Yeah.
Ten championship.
Just give it to me.
Like, and those are the two best teams in college football to me,
They are. It's
from what I've seen.
they're the most balanced teams too, which leads me, before we get into winners or anything, leads me into the argument of, is the SEC overrated? The answer is yes, but is the Big
I think
Ten
there's
better?
it's one of those weird things. I think the Big Ten is the better football product, like college
Correct.
football product. SEC, there's always going to be more talent.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, you see it every
everybody
year come the NFL draft. It's SEC. I mean, you
Heavy.
look around
Yeah,
just the landscape of the NFL, like outside of quarterbacks, because again, it's, quarterbacks have to go play in random ass places to be good in the NFL for the most part. I mean, the Eagles have made a living off of drafting Georgia defensive players.
yeah.
Wide receivers, the best wide receivers in the league. Justin Jefferson, LSU. Malik Neighbors, LSU.
Well,
Julio Jones forever, Bama.
I mean, at this
But
point,
okay, if we're going to go through the
wide receivers
top
are
10s,
OSU.
top 10s. That's fair. Yeah, I was just thinking that too, but I'm just
quarterbacks
you know what I'm saying.
Well, QB doesn't
Yeah,
really come out
and
of
it's
the
like-
SEC. They never have. You've never wanted to
Right.
draft an SEC quarterback.
But especially, defensive players. I mean, Bama has been a corner or secondary factory for 15 years,
Them
and that's
and
trickled over into
Washington-
DeBoer from
them in Washington. Washington.
Yeah, Washington too.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, when you look around, I mean, if we can go through. Oh, let me look at this actually, just for the fun of it. 2025 NFL Pro Bowl colleges.
I don't know if
See if I can find this here. Let me go through this. What's that?
I said I don't know if that's going to support the SEC well.
Okay, who do you think has the most Pro Bowlers of any
OSU.
school
OSU.
this year?
OSU.
Georgia.
Oh, I'll go kill
Georgia.
myself.
They have 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Notre Dame and Iowa both have 5. That's tight ends and linemen.
Offensive. Yeah.
Let's be real.
That's that
Offensive
corn
linemen
pick.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it's the farm boys and the smart farm boys. And then 4, you have Bama, Florida State, Oklahoma, USC. 2 of those are SEC schools. 3 Pro Bowlers. Mississippi State has 3. Wisconsin, Oregon, Boston College. And then you're looking at 2 from LSU, A&M, Texas, Tennessee. That's all there.
See,
Like, if we go through, I'd have to
I'll
do the
push
math
back.
on it, but
I'll push back here a little bit. I think Pro Bowl's a little BS. I think we have to wait to have this conversation until all pros come out, because that's really where you get down to like the nitty gritty kind of stuff. Because Pro Bowl's based on the public votes, so it's just fans pushing an agenda.
I mean, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, I mean the Chicago Bears had 8 Pro Bowl nominations, something like that. That's just their fans going insane.
That's fair. All right. Well, then let's go through last year's All-Pro.
Pros. Yeah.
Again, we eliminated quarterbacks, but Joe Burrow's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs were Saquon, and then Derrick Henry, Bama, Jahmyr Gibbs, Georgia. Fullbacks, I mean, I'm not wasting my time there. Receivers, Justin Jefferson, LSU. Jamar Chase, LSU. Brian Thomas, LSU. A.J. Brown, Ole Miss. CeeDee Lamb, Oklahoma. And then you had Terry McLaurin, South Carolina. That's another SEC.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nico Collins and
Michigan.
Amon-Ra were the only two receivers that weren't.
And USC.
Yeah, Michigan and USC. Only Big Ten, or non-SEC. Tight ends.
So technically,
split on that one.
CeeDee Lamb played when it was the Big 12.
Okay, technically, CeeDee Lamb played in the Big 12.
Played when it was Pac-12. Technically,
they're in the SEC now. We're arguing the SEC current.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Which, yeah.
Because Oklahoma, Texas were always too big for the Big 12. They always felt too big for the Big 12.
Yeah. Too big of names. Big 12's dead.
Yeah. Tight ends, you had Brock Bowers and George Kittle. Brock Bowers, obviously. Yeah. Your flex. I forgot they did that. What?
It's weird.
Anyway, Puka and Drake London.
Puka's BYU, Drake London.
And then I am going to need a little bit of help here.
No, give it to me. Let me see what I can do.
Tackles.
All right, give me
I forget where Tristan Wirfs went.
Iowa. Iowa. Keep it going.
He was Iowa?
Iowa, keep going.
That makes sense. I believe you on that. Penei Sewell was Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Johnson, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Rashawn Slater where the hell did Slater go? Was he like Northwestern or something?
Yes. Northwestern. Yes.
Northwestern?
Yes.
Deion Dawkins was...
That's an SEC school. I think it's
Why do I want to say... No, wasn't he like fucking Temple or something stupid like that?
No,
Temple.
You are right. It is Temple. I just Googled it. I knew it was...
I was going to say, for some reason that felt right. Quentin Nelson, Notre Dame. Joe Tooney was...
Notre Dame?
Not sure. NC State, yeah, wouldn't have gotten there.
No.
NC State.
No, yeah.
And then we had a couple random ones, actually, no, Chris Lindstrom, where did he go? Boston College.
Yes.
Landon Dickerson was Bama. Quinn Meinerz was fucking...
NDSU?
North Dakota State or something like that.
NDSU.
I was going to say, it was one of those. Creed Humphrey was a random one, too. I just don't remember where. Oh, no, just kidding. He went to Oklahoma. I'll go fuck myself on that one.
I knew that one, yeah.
But again, SEC again. Frank Ragnow, Arkansas, SEC.
Oh.
And Zach Tom, Wake Forest. Wouldn't have gotten there. And then we get Myles Garrett, A&M. Myles Garrett, A&M, SEC. Where's Hendrickson? Oh, FAU. Yeah, I wasn't getting there.
I was going to say, it's a small school, because he was a later pick.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, even with that, I mean, I'm just now getting into defensive guys, and like...
Yeah, I get the narrative. So
we've already got a bunch of SEC guys.
Yeah, I guess what, to your point, SEC's more heavy in getting talent, pushing it towards the NFL, while the Big Ten's more interesting in to actually watch games and compete as a team for the big titles.
Oh, God. Now you're going to get me going big brain here. And I think a lot of that's happened in the past 15, 20 years is Nick Saban. Nick Saban, made the SEC a turnstile.
He did.
Once he got to Bama, it was a turnstile for coaches.
Everybody
so there was no continuity.
Coach with him. Yep.
Big Ten had a little bit more consistency, even with Urban Meyer there. You didn't have the constant turnover at all the other schools there. Like, I mean, what's his name? Was at Wisconsin for how long?
I'm not going to get there, I'm going to be honest. But
I want to say Scott Fisher. That's not it. It's going to bother me. But yeah, like you had the same coaches year after year. Like Penn State went through that little bit of weirdness, but that was like Bill O'Brien for several years, and then they went to James Franklin, and he was there for what, 12 years?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hell.
So they had Barry Alvarez.
Paul Chryst.
Oh, I was getting there. Paul Chryst was there for 7 years. But Barry Alvarez was there for 15 years.
A good chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just saying from like the mid 2010s.
Well,
there was a lot.
Wisconsin stole Paul Chryst from Pitt.
That's fair. But regardless. But yeah, again, the SEC just had, I mean, everybody was firing coaches so quickly there.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway,
to get to the
who do you have?
That's what I was going to ask.
Who do you have winning the Natty?
I'm going Indiana.
I am not.
Which I didn't think you would. It's a tough game. Obviously, it was close when they played, so I want to see them get another game to really see what the better team is between the two of them. I
it just feels like shades of last year with Ohio State and Oregon.
That's fair.
Whoever got the first one, the other one was getting the second matchup. Like you knew they were going to see each other again at some point in time, and whoever got the second one or whoever got the first one was losing the second one. And I think because that was a good game too. That was what, 13-10?
It was close. I know that. And then OSU went on to blow everybody else out after that.
Well, no, that was the Big Ten National Championship or Big Ten Championship. So they didn't. Yeah, it was. So week 15, yeah. That game was 13-10 in the Big Ten Championship, and they haven't played since. Neither one, neither one of those teams has played since, right? Right. Yeah. So that's all I got.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting next 24 hours for 34 hours for college football.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. We got a game on right now, don't we?
There's always college football on this time of year.
This is true. Iowa beating up on Vanderbilt right now, 14-3. Wow. Iowa, double-digit points. Good for you.
Man, they've been doing it all year.
What is fucking Diego doing right now?
I hate that dude.
I can't stand him. Ooh, a big old 15-21 for 114 yards.
Mm-hmm. Then he has 2 rushing yards because, sacks.
Ugh. He just looks like he's going to own a t-shirt shop on the boardwalk.
You got anything else other than ripping on Diego Davis?
Are you not enjoying that?
I mean, I love to bully short people, but...
Okay, well, we don't have to call him short.
How tall is he? Like 5'11"?
He's 6 foot, and also he's got a half inch on me, so fuck you.
Well, you also don't play quarterbacks.
This is true, and I don't carry myself with that.
And to be fair, listed at 6 foot in NCAA football actually means you're at least an inch shorter.
This is true. So maybe I do got him.
You might got him by a half inch. Look at you.
Yeah, he's a little fucking meatball is what he is. All right. No, I don't have anything else. We'll get after it tomorrow with picks and everything like that.
Yeah,
have some fun with that.
Stay tuned for some Week 18 talk, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Sounds good.